What is up, everybody? I'm Jay with DCA Adventure, back again for a cryptocurrency market update. If you guys love our content, please like, subscribe, smash that bell for notifications. This is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. Trading is very risky, so trade at your own risk. If you guys are interested in learning how to trade, or you want some kick-ass trading tools, you need to join the DCA Patreon group. Join my tier trading with the view. By joining, you're going to get access to we got quite a few different signal channels, bot channels. You're going to get the DCA trading tools, and we have all kinds of different tools that I've made throughout we're going on 2 years, I think. So, you know, quite a few tools we have made up for the Patreons, but get in there, join the Patreon group, and you can just join the Discord. Link for all this will be down in the description. Join the Discord. We got all kinds of free info in there as well. If you are an active trader and you're looking for specialized, tailored to your trading style trading tools, join my personal Discord, Crypto Mentors. Link for that is in the description. We can make you whatever you want, whatever tool. If you're looking at 3 or 4 different tools, you want to put them into one tool, we can do that. Definitely can help you out. I'm trading over at Bybit, Phemex, Pionex. Links for all them will be in the description. You will get deposit bonuses, so keep making new accounts. You know, use up your deposit bonus, trade for free for, you know, however long the bonus lasts you. Make a new account, move your money, rinse and repeat. You know what I mean? Rinse and repeat. If you're interested in stocks, join Firstrade. Just by signing up, you will get a free stock. You do not have to deposit anything, so that's pretty sweet. Let me make sure. I did an update on OBS, so I gotta make sure everything's working. You guys hear me okay? All that good stuff. What up, Oz? What up, some Goblin? Bait Shop Billy? DogeLord Coffee? Hope you guys can hear me good. Like I said, I just did an update, and I got this big red button down here. What up, Do Miner? Got this big red button over my OBS, so I'm kind of freaking out. Maybe it's not working. So hopefully you guys can hear me. Get up here to live chat real quick. Oops. So what's up with the markets, you guys? It's looking pretty awful. There we go. Sounds awesome. Perfect. Sweet. All right, we are over here on CoinGecko, my favorite place to look at the overall cryptocurrency market. My bad. The total market cap right now, we're at 1.8 billion. So we have fell quite a bit here, right around 89 million in trading volume. Yeah, you know. For the weekly standings on most cryptos, we're down a lot. We're going to see some greens on the 24-hour, in the 1 hour. But for the overall, for the week on Bitcoin, we're down 14.6%. Oh, no, we're not. We're looking at Metaverse. God dang it. Let's get over here to the market cap rank. I'm all flustered. All right, Bitcoin's down 11.8%, coming in at $39,226. Oh yeah, Goblin. Crude oil is it's tearing it up right now. My little brother, he trades a lot of stocks, and he took quite a big hit on gas and oil stocks. I haven't talked to him here recently, but hoping that he held on to that stuff. Obviously, you know, both of us trade, so I'm sure he knew that it would recover at some point. So Ethereum down 12.1%, coming in at $2,617. Tether making moves, coming in at 0.1% for the week at $1. Hey, did anybody catch that our dollar is almost worth $1 now? Anybody catch that? Yeah. Ruble lost over 50%, and the dollar is like at 99 something. We're gonna take a look at it. Yep, boomers grabbing commodities. That's right, Bait Shop Billy. That's exactly what's going on. I mean, they're making a tear right now. BNB down 5.8% for the last week, coming in at $385. So you're gonna see pretty much everything green in the short term right now, including stable coins. Which brings me over to Biden coming out with the cryptocurrency bullshit, saying, rules and regulations. In my opinion, this is neither a good nor a bad thing right now. Basically what he's saying, and I've read the article probably 5 million times by now, but basically all it is he just wants everybody to get together. All the CCs, just wants them to get all together and do a little bit more digging into cryptocurrency. What is it? How does it work? How can it benefit? And all that type of shit. Me and Bait Shop Billy was talking last night, and he said some stuff that really blew my hair back and really got me thinking more about it. And what he was saying, I thought about it all day today. And what he was saying, super on point. Bait Shop Billy, you care if I go back into the Discord and we show what we was talking about? I mean, I know you guys could go in there right now, but I'm going to show it live if you don't care. Yep, that's right. Some Goblin almost 1-to-1 on our USD. We'll look at the chart and see where it is today. I didn't look today, but yesterday it was at 99.99, so it was like right on the cuff of getting it. Right? That's right, Bait Shop. We were talking last night, looking at Bitcoin and looking at, like what was I asked him what his overall outlook was on everything. And he brought up a very good point. Going to depend on some macro issues. I see a possible gold-backed currency coming from swift censorship. When silver and gold moons, CBDCs, which are central bank digital currencies, are announced. In central bank digital currency, most likely they're going to be pegged by our country's fiat. So it'd be, for us, it'd be the dollar. Whatever, but I could definitely see with new regulation and stuff coming in with crypto that a lot of the central banks come out with their own central bank digital currency. There's pros and cons. That can make transactions and stuff on our end go a little bit quicker. It's going to cut the middleman out pretty much. So we'll see. I'm not saying that this is happening. There's just talks. People talking about it. But we don't got to worry about regulation right now. And like I said, if I've been saying this for years, if anybody, any legitimate entity is trying to use cryptocurrency or whether it's payments or anything, they're gonna have to abide by the regulation if they want to stay legit, if they want to be able to keep doing what they're doing. So we need regulation. We need rules. For me, I want to know the rules and how far outside I can play of the rules and still be profitable. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you guys, this is why we're all doing this. We're all doing this to make money, to make more money. I mean, I know we have fanboys in certain different cryptos where that's all they talk about, that's all they care about. I'm not really a fanboy of much of anything other than Bitcoin. All the other cryptos I just look at as a money-making opportunity. I'm not really, there's some like Cake. I really like Cake, but there's really no utility behind Cake. I mean, there's nothing you can do with it. So, but I definitely think there's going to be central bank digital currencies coming out for sure, and we'll see what this entails. We'll see if what the regulations, if it's going to make it to where you can't trade crypto unless you're an accredited investor, or what I mean. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on, so we shall see. We shall see what's going to happen. But as of right now, to me, it's not a good nor a bad thing. We'll see what happens. We'll see what they come up with. I mean, obviously, if they come up with a bogus list of regulations, that's just not going to work. Like, even right now with their taxes. Even taxes right now are stupid. So, you know what I mean? I've paid so much tax on shit that I just moved. I didn't even do anything with it. I just moved it. But it's so hard for them to decipher whether it was just a transaction or I paid somebody or a capital gain. You know what I mean? There's a real fine line in between all that stuff. Some Goblin, I really like Ethereum Classic and Bitcoin. That's right. Bait Shop Billy says utility is key. And that's my big thing. As an investing standpoint, Anything that I'm investing in for a long term has got to have some type of utility behind it, or it just doesn't make sense. You know how you read through stocks, you're reading the earnings and all that bullshit that goes with stocks into deciding whether you should buy or not. There's not much information with cryptocurrency. You get a white paper, you know what I mean? That's what you're getting. If you don't go in and actually look up, you know, the gains and losses throughout the year, it's not like stocks at all. So when I'm investing in a cryptocurrency and I plan on holding it for 6 months or longer, looking for utility, big time. Gotta have it. Our crypto fear and greed index is on 22. We are in extreme fear right now. Yesterday we were in extreme fear. Last week we were neutral, and last month we were just at regular old fear. I know you hear a lot of people on YouTube scream, well, when we're in, you know, extreme fear or whatever, you need to be thinking about buying, and vice versa. When we're in greed, you need to be thinking about selling. I mean, that's true to a certain extent. You guys that watch my channel, watch my TA, learn off what I'm doing, we all know that we don't give a fuck what that thing is telling us. We're looking at the chart. We're going to do what the candles tell us. We're going to do what the levels of support and resistance tell us, and the significance of those areas. I don't give a shit what the news is saying about crypto. I don't give a shit what this fucking little speedometer on here is telling us. We're looking at the facts in the chart. If you can do that, none of this other shit down here, none of these tweets, none of this stuff matters. None of this matters. By the time you read this and act on it, this has already been baked into the price, and you done already missed it anyway. So, there's that. Learn to read charts. Not saying TA is 100%, but you're gonna be better off making way better decisions based off the rules of your TA versus off going off of a tweet or a news article. Tell me what it is in 5 years. That's right, Doom Miner. I'm holding on to mining Ethereum Classic for future utility. Dev support is slowing, making its way to that project. That's pretty sweet. Or you're saying dev support is slowing for Ethereum Classic? Hopefully dev support's getting better on Ethereum Classic. Right, exactly, a bait shop. Most of that is just to move money to their pockets. And that's exactly. I mean, a lot of this shit is you know what, though? A huge catalyst, I think, right now for stocks would be electric cars. Okay, so we're doing these rules and regulations. We are no longer purchasing fuel from Russia. Russia only made up 7% of our imports. So we could start drilling our own gas and oil, and we could make that up so easily. As a matter of fact, the Keystone Pipeline, I think it produced right around 830,000 gallons of fuel a day. Of our imports, what we're getting from Russia is only 600,000 gallon, or 600,000 barrels. No, I think it's 600,000 gallons. So, I think electric cars. I think eventually, like UK is already going to do it. I know they're gonna completely phase out the fuel, anything fuel related. They're going to go all electric. So there's that. I think for a long hold, would anything with electric cars start buying. It's gas is down. Some goblin, all good things. If you like electric cars, you need to look up cesium. It's a rare material needed. See, there you go. There you go. And Bait Shop Billy, I do believe you're a pretty big trader, and he definitely knows what he's talking about. So definitely going to check into that. Maybe we'll pull that up on a chart and take a look at it. If are you able to like trade this and such like that? Buy it on old Goldman Sachs. But I definitely think electric cars is going to make, whether, you know, not this year, maybe not next year, but I think within the next 4 to 6 years, you're really going to see them stocks explode. and I'm gonna start DCAing into a few of them. I still have to do some research. There's no in particular stock that I'm looking at quite yet, or company that I'm looking at. I'm just throwing it out there, just stuff that I've been thinking about, you know, as I'm doing my everyday things. I really think electric cars are going to blow up. And anything having to do with it, anything related to it, you know what I mean? LOL are rare materials, that's right, are rare. You know, you got infinite and then finite. You know, to me, like gold. Gold is not finite. I'm sure they could try to say it is eventually. Oh, we're running out of gold, and, you know, make it. It's not like Bitcoin, where after we mine the last one, that's it. There ain't no more going and rewind and making up new rules so we can keep mining new Bitcoin. And that's also why I don't think Bitcoin really doesn't is not no threat to our dollar. I know a lot of people think that, you know, Bitcoin's going to overtake the dollar one day, but there's not a chance, no chance at all, that Bitcoin could be the new world currency. There's just, it's not going to happen. It could never happen. It sounds really cool when you say it, but it's not going to happen. China owns all mines now. Well, that doesn't freaking surprise me at all, Bait Shop Billy. It does not surprise me at all. Well, think about it, Jay. If the only places that use combustion are the power companies and the rich oligarchies that have combustion cars, how well will the environment be? I mean, could you imagine getting on a plane that was powered by a battery? Oh man, I don't know. It's going to be interesting in the years to come. It really is. It's going to be very interesting. Jumping back over to CoinGecko, we're going to look at metaverse tokens. I know all the gaming coins across the board, just like most everything, has really taken a shit. But I think in metaverse tokens it's been even bigger. So yeah, we got, now guys, these are, if you're thinking about buying any of this stuff, anything that's got like a 14 to 30% drop, it's probably a good idea to DCA into it, but definitely hit me up if you don't know how to read the charts before you buy. That way we can make sure you are in a good area. You don't want to be buying, you know, we don't want to be testing heavy resistance and you take a buy just because we're 15% down. You definitely want to do it at the right time. So get a hold of me if you guys don't know what's going on, but I'll help you out. Main is down 14.6% for the week, coming in at $2.43. Axie Infinity 17.7. I bought at the last dip, so I'm not down 17.7 on Axie. Sandbox is down 14.5, coming in at 288. Engine, man, that thing was almost at $4 at one point. It's down 15%. So let's just pretend like, you know, we're nearing the bottom maybe of this run. Let's just say this was the end of the bear market, because to be truthful, we're in the bear market right now. But let's just say we were at the bottom. And this was like the equivalent of buying Bitcoin when it was at $3,000 back at the $20,000 run. We'd be killing it if we bought a little bit of all this stuff. Killing it. A lot of 15s, a lot of 20s. There's a 26er. So, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff right now that we should be looking at DCA buying into or taking a leveraged trade. PYR is the bomb right now, and they are building. Is that a crypto, or is that a, what is that? No price. China owns all mines now. Let's go over here to dang old Trading View. Get that off there. We'll pull up the old DCA indicators here. Do the oscillator, and then I want Fibonacci if it's on this one right there. So if you guys don't know how to draw Fibonacci, join the Patreon group. I will send you over this DCA Fibonacci tool. What this does is it'll tell you pretty much where the retracements areas are, and then you can go into the Fibonacci tool and you can go into the settings and change it for the Fib extension tool, where it's going to tell you or give you a guesstimate on where price could be headed to. But see, this is the Fib tool right here. This is what all these lines are. Basically, if you can do support and resistance, you can do Fibonacci. Is pretty much all it's showing you is support and resistance. Let's see here. Get this out of the way. Looking like that one. That one is a good retracement. I'm gonna take that off there for right now. Okay, so if you join the DCA Patreon group, you get this oscillator down here. Has the VWAP, has money flow index I call smart money, has two different momentum waves. It prints bullish, bearish, divergence. It also prints big buy, big sell, small buy, small sell. It'll tell you when the money flow index wave is changing from green to red or from red to green up here on this chart. The DCA power tool that's overlaying the candles, EMA ribbon, has 8 EMA ribbons in it. It tells you when the ribbon recovers, and it tells you when price action is about to explode with the blue triangles. And then it has these orange triangles, and it has green triangles. That's when the money flow index wave is changing from red to green. So basically smart money in, smart money out. You can kind of look at it like bullish money in, bullish or bearish out. But what up, Michael Scott? What up, Ralph Cooper? Appreciate you guys. Hope all is well. But these are the two main tools you get joining the DCA Patreon. What up, Golden Wolf? Driving with full surround. Hell yeah, buddy. It's a way to do it. Crypto Whale, nice to see you. Nice to see you. So by joining the Patreon, you're going to get both of these tools. We do have a video explaining it. I will do a one-on-one with you and go through, because there's a million different ways that you can trade both of these different tools on here. Now again, guys, we do not rely on these tools 100% ever. These are just here to help you make an educated decision. If anybody had a tool that worked 100% and was always right, they wouldn't be making YouTube videos, I promise. It'd be some course that you had to pay $14 million for. You know what I'm saying? So we'll scrunch that down. And what the oscillator does, it has like RSI and MACD coded into the background, so it will tell you overbought and oversold conditions as well. So like when we're up here over the 60, we're in the oversold. When we're down here under the 40, well actually this one's, yeah, it should be right here under the 40, we're in the, did that backwards. Up here's overbought, down here's oversold. But it'll print dots and tell you when we're in that area. We'll scrunch this down so we can make this chart bigger. Alright, so Bitcoin's trying, man. It's trying. And we did get a bearish cross with the 21 crossing under that 50-day moving average. Those are bearish. If you've watched my channel before, you know that normally we're pumping and then we dump after the cross. Same with a bullish cross. Bullish crossover, we're normally dumping, and then after the cross happens, we'll get the pump. So we did cross. We got to cross right on the 8th of March. That'd be today. Tomorrow is my son's birthday, turns 6, the big 6. But I think we're definitely going to retest that 21-day moving average right around $39,600 area, and there is a zone of resistance over here. So this is going to be the area to watch for, the area to beat, and we need to get a couple daily closing candles above the moving average in order to take a shot at the next area up here at the top. And the top of that resistance is right around 42,400. In a perfect world, we want to break above the box, come back and make it support, validate support. And once the support's validated, we got our floor, then we're going to take a crack at the next area. And you guys, you can do this all day long on your daily charts. As I trade daily charts the most, you should always be going in and lining out all your support, all your resistance areas. Areas, not lines. We ain't doing single lines. Areas. Very rare does price just go to a line and then stop, unless we're talking like moving averages and stuff like that. So I'm a crypto guppy. Pelosi has one. Uh-oh. 60 degrees to 28 and snowing in less than 12 hours. Ralph, dude, that's the same. I'm here in Ohio, and over the weekend I think we had a high of 70, almost 75, and today it's very cold. Got my tax refund, best ever this morning in my bank. Hell yeah, Golden Wolf. Better be putting some of that in Bitcoin. You know it. Bait Shot Billy, why did you choose that for resistance? The biggest thing when I'm trading with moving averages, and I like to trade, I have a tool made up for the Patreons. It's called DCA SMA Crossover. It's using simple or smooth moving averages, and anytime I'm trading with moving averages, and like let's say right now we're on the daily time frame. So if I take off all the crayon drawing, I got 3 moving averages. I got my 200-day moving average in red, I got my 50-day moving average in blue, and I got my 21-day moving average in purple. And for anybody who don't know how moving averages work, on a daily chart, my 200 moving average would be calculating the last 200 closing candles, the last 200 days. The 50 is calculating the last 50 closing candles or the last 50 days. 21 calculating last 21 days, 21 closing candles. Your 21 is your fastest moving average, your 50 is your next fastest, and then your 200 is your slowest. When we are in bull run and when we're looking for longs or we're looking to take a buy on a daily chart, we want to see our purple 21 moving average on top, and then we want to see our blue 50-day moving average in the middle, and then our red one at the bottom. That's when we're looking for buys. That's when we're in a bullish scenario. So when we're trading underneath of those moving averages and when they're all bearish, we're looking for sells. We're looking for the leveraged short sell. We're going to let the asset pump automatically. But why I chose that resistance is because anytime we're under the moving average, it's acting as resistance. We also have my EMA ribbon here. We're underneath of that. It is also acting as resistance. And it's all coming right here to that 50, that 21. So I know I got resistance there. And if we're looking left to the chart, we're always looking left. I'm always looking left. Right here I got a pretty big area. We start the next top part right there. The next top part through there and through there. And then the bottom of it is down here. The bottom of it's down there. And you got another little spot right there. So I try to teach my guys not to just draw a straight line. We look for significant areas of resistance. If it's just a small little blurb on the chart, I don't pay no attention to it normally. But if I got a good pile of it where we're hitting, you know, a ton of times like we are here, like we are over here, like we are over here, I'm going to mark that as an area. Because anywhere in that area is where supply and demand is. And then I go through and I'll mark out my next zone. So like my next significant zone that we're really going to have a fight for is over here as well. See, we're hitting all through here. We're hitting through here. We're hitting through here. And the bottom of it's hitting through there. Support and resistance, supply and demand. Each time we test support or resistance, it gets weaker and weaker. It just depends on which side's going to give out first. You know, every time we hit resistance, we're pulling sellers out. We're taking them out. And then eventually we keep hitting it. We keep hitting it. Nobody's selling anymore. Then you know, we break through the floor and we keep moving up. And then same with support. Each time we touch support, we're taking out people buying. Every time we take out somebody buy, eventually there ain't gonna be nobody down there buying no more. The floor is gonna fall out. But I always look at my area of support and resistance as areas, never as single lines. Take those off there. If we go to a weekly chart, let's see what we got on the weekly. So the weekly is set up bullish still, okay? We got our 21 moving average on top, we got our 50 moving average in the middle, and our 200 on the bottom. Oh, well, back to the daily too. We are trading under the 200-day moving average. We did have our death cross back here on the 14th of January, and we've been trading under that 200-day moving average since. So on a daily, if I'm doing anything, I'm leverage trading shorts. If I'm trading a weekly chart right now, I'd probably be waiting to short here too, just because we are under the 50 and 21. But technically, this is a bullish chart still. We're still pretty bullish. Let's go to, let me get the oscillator off here for a second. We will pull up stochastic RSI real quick. Now I showed you guys, it was probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. I showed you this. I think I got to go back. Got to go back here. It's not going to let me go back that far unless I go, let's see if BLX has it. There it is. Okay, so if you pull up your stochastic RSI, you pull it up on your monthly chart for Bitcoin. I was showing you guys how 2013, you know, we had a nice bull market up to 1,197. We dip down, we get into the RSI, we actually break the 20 level, and this is usually pretty bad when we break the 20 level. But we broke this level, and then we get a boom. We got a 50% rally to the upside, and then what happened? It was a dead cat bounce. The floor fell out. We rolled over. We went all the way down to that 50-month moving average. I think it was like right around 600 days from the time we dipped below the 20, from the time that we got back above and recovered. It was right around 600 days. So if you fast forward 4 years, all right, 4 years, we're over here in 2018. We dip below the 20 on the stochastic RSI. We end up getting a 48% rally back to the upside. Then what happens? Boom, dead cat bounce. We roll over. We go all the way back down to that 50-month moving average. So we went up to almost 20,000. We come all the way down to 3,000. Fast forward 4 more years. Where we're at current right now. Right now. We dipped below the 20 right here. We got, let me get my measuring apparatus out here. Go from the bottom of that candle to the top of that one. It's right around a 34% rally to the upside. What's going to happen? Are we going to dead cat bounce now? Are we going to fail here at this 21-month moving average? Are we going to fall and roll over all the way back down to that 50-month moving average, right around $20,339? To me, it's very possible. You're looking at this support box right here, and I kind of showed you guys before where the top of an old bull market would be the bottom of the next bear market. And it's interesting because we do have the 50-month moving average sitting down there as well. So I mean, it's super. Things are aligning really weird and really crazy. All right, so if we do get this dead cat bounce and we do roll over and we fall all the way back down to that 50-month moving average, that's going to put us right at the top, damn near at the top of the old bull run in 2018. And we know that that 50-month moving average is acting as support. Why is it acting as support? I don't know. It just does. It just does. All right. And then you want to get really crazy and get really like technical about it. From here where we're at right now, or where we're looking at right now, from this area all the way down to this area, there's nothing in between there. There ain't shit in between there besides this itty bitty $20,000 candle. To me, this is not, even though this is a monthly chart and that's a month worth of trading, I don't know if we can say this is a significant enough area of support. So if we were to free fall from here and get this dead cat bounce where we just take a shit, you know, we might not stop till 14,000. Shows it in the chart. That explains the accumulation flag. We might sit here for a bit until something gives. And you're absolutely right. We are sitting on that 21-month moving average. Again, I'm a big moving average trader, so for me this is very significant. We do have 22 days, 22 hours left in the monthly candle. So it'll be interesting to see if we can close above the 21-month moving average. That's a good sign. If you're looking down here on the stochastic, whoops, that off there. So if we're looking at the stochastic RSI, we are getting ready to have a signal where it's going to signal us to buy. Again, you guys have been watching me. We know that we ain't buying on the signal. We're not buying that. We're not dumb. We're going to wait. We're going to be patient. We're not taking that buy until it breaks the 20 threshold on stochastic RSI. Or if you're using the DCA oscillator, you want to wait until that momentum wave it forms a second momentum wave, and you want to wait for the light blue wave to clip off on the top of the blue one, and then that's how you know we should be taking that buy, riding that momentum up. Monthly looks real good. Web3, the new internet, right? Damn, 2022, and still, yeah, it still feels early. Would we be able to look at SHIB? Well, hell yeah, some goblin. Central bank digital currency will put pressure down, in my opinion. Yeah, that whole thing, man, it's I keep thinking so much different stuff about it. It's insane. Like, are we going to try to peg it to our dollar? Are we going to try to peg it to gold? Or, you know, what's going to happen? It would be super awesome to have a gold-backed asset again, but who freaking knows? But the Russian ruble, look at this real quick, you guys. Look at the ruble. I mean, that thing... Let's see if I can measure this here. We'll start right here at the bottom of that dump and we'll go down. 48%. 48% from this mark. So I mean that's stupid. 600 points. I mean that's disgusting. And you can see down here on the stochastic it's actually poised for a buy. It's about breached that 20 mark, and our blue line is on top of the red mark. So it is definitely poised for a buy. I don't know if you are able to actually trade the ruble right now. I have not looked on any of my Forex markets that I trade to see if you can. There we go. They're just going to FUD Bitcoin to media when they're ready to launch. Yep, exactly. All this is just to make them money and make them richer. So we got to stay one step ahead. Keep our heads, you know, stay level-headed throughout all this, and don't panic buy, don't panic sell. Right, it's our only tool left. That and raising interest, and the interest, man, is crazy. So here's our dollar. And we closed today at 98.99. So 98 cents we closed at. The high for today was 99.428. We got all the way up to 99.43. So, you know, we were halfway to the dollar. We were at 99 cents, 99.5 almost. Rubles versus Bitcoin. I don't know if it'll give us anything or not. Bitcoin euro. Bitcoin euro. Dollar. Let's just type in Ruble USD futures. Yeah, I don't see one for Bitcoin. Oh, I know, man. That's right, Bait Shot Billy. The economic pain has not even started yet. I know over in California, they were looking at $7 a gallon in gas. And especially, like, I think it's the dumbest thing. Like, why would we not start back up and start, you know, drilling for our own stuff? That 7% is nothing. Like, it literally is nothing. So, and for anybody who says that the reason the gas prices are going up are because of Russia invading Ukraine, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's been going up since the election. This makes it worse. This makes it worse. This is not 1, 2, 3. This is the ruble to the dollar. Oh, boom, right there. So on a daily chart, we're getting ready to have a golden cross. We just had a nice bullish cross with the 21 and 200. 21 crossed the 50 and the 21 crossed the 200. Now if the 50 crosses the 200, it's really gonna go. What up, Crypto Dave? That's right, man. Couldn't agree more. I don't like to get too politicky with stuff, but yeah. Like I don't understand how we just shut down pipelines and did all this shit the first day. I mean, it's, if you look back from the election, and I'm not bashing any president because we all know that both of them had their flaws, and you know, every president's fucked up, to be honest. They make messed up decisions. Most of the time it's to make the rich richer and keep their foot on the blue collar, you know what I mean? But there was definitely some shit that could have been avoided. So what's the end game here? Why do we do that with the Keystone Pipeline? Why are we we're saying that we're no longer buying Russia's oil? I mean, who knows? We probably really still are, and we're just going to keep storing it, and we're just doing this and saying all this shit to cause rhetoric and cause panic, and but like hyperinflation hasn't even set in yet. So, and all this is going to roll downhill. So not, you know, just because gas is going up, it's going to take effect into your everyday life with your groceries and with everything else. I think they were saying somewhere around, with gas prices at current right now, will cost you an extra $2,000 to $2,500 per year, which is a lot. I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a lot, especially if you are on a fixed income, you know, elderly, or you live on Social Security or disability or something like that. That's a lot of freaking money. You're not getting more in disability. You're not getting more in Social Security checks. You know, we're not getting raises at work because inflation's so high and our dollar isn't worth shit. So, you know, we're the ones that really feel the impact on all that, and we haven't even started yet. It hasn't even got bad yet. Just wait. Just wait. If shit keeps going the way it's going, we're in for hurting. The pipeline runs through Ukraine. It does it? Main thing I don't like about Trump is he hates Bitcoin. That's right, Michael Scott. Crypto well. Putin put his ruble into Bitcoin before it turned into rubble. That's a good one. Yep, central banks hate it, and central banks run the game. That's right. That's right. It laughs at. I laugh at, you know, like, oh, people use Bitcoin for drugs and all kinds of illegal activity. Like, yeah, if I was some huge cartel, that's what I would do too. I'd run all my money through immutable fucking ledger, so that way you can never erase it, and I can't, you know. That's what I would do. That's a good idea. I don't get it. And you know the governments don't want to do that shit. You know, Lord forbid we'd vote on blockchain or do anything else. It's going to be interesting with these central bank digital currencies. Like, are we going to be able to look at their blockchain and transactions and everything else like we can with Bitcoin? Are we going to be able to follow every dollar and see what they're doing? It'll be so interesting. Like, how is it fair you can see what I'm doing with my money, but I can't see what you're doing with your money, or my money that I'm letting you hold, you know? Some goblin. Well, yeah, the global economy relies on trade from everyone, and that trade runs off oil and gasoline. Fill it up 3 times a week at $80 right now. Need to make some more money. That's right, Michael Scott. And it's sad because, like the guys I work with, we got a couple guys that are, you know, an hour away from work, and it's cutting in a lot more into their paycheck, whether it be a couple $100 every pay or whatever. But it's ridiculous. It is. It's really ridiculous. That's why we got to stay ahead of the game and figure out, okay, well, what are going to be the main commodities, what's going to be the main thing that we still need and that's still going to go through the roof because everything else is going to shit. You know, they sandbagged oil and gas. They got everybody on that, made everybody lose a ton of money. A lot of the paper hands panic sold, and then here we are, oil and gas is going right back up. It's going insane. the balance sheet alone of the U.S. military would scare some people. Yeah, it would. Privacy coins will prosper. They will be using them. Yep, and that's what we talked about last night too. Bait Shop was, you know, XMR, and like I've been mining that with my CPU. But yeah, I think you're right. I think they're gonna make their own. You know what I mean? They'll make their own. Poor little Ethereum. She's trying. Let's get trend line out here. Now remember, guys, when we're making trend lines, if you go off a body of a candle, make sure you're trying to stay all on the bodies. Remember, no candles outside of your trend line can be closed. So you can't draw the trend line like this and say that's valid. It's not. You got a couple closed candles over here. Not saying that you still can't pull off a good trade doing this, but it's not going to be as accurate. So definitely try to make sure if you're using body, you stay on body. If you're using wicks, stay on wicks. This is a nice downtrend, a nice heavy trend right here of resistance that we got going on for Ethereum. And it is kind of doing a little pennant play right here. You guys can draw this in and play this out as a breakout trade. That's what I would do. You can see down here on the stochastic on the daily chart for Ethereum that it's pretty much at a buy. I mean, it can't get any clearer than that. We are above the 20. Just be careful here, you guys, because daily chart's bearish. So just because the daily stochastic is saying buy, doesn't mean we're going to the moon. If the moving averages were set up correctly, how they need to be for a bullish chart, then I would be more confident in the buy. This buy down here, this buy signal may only pump us up to that 21 or 50-day moving average, right around $2,700. And then if you look straight across to the left of the chart, checking out the story it's telling us, you see that we do got bits and pieces of resistance through there. Let's go ahead and just make a box. Make a box, make a box. Right where we're hitting. Right in there-ish. And then we'll say right where we're testing right now. So I mean, this is one of them 50-50s. I wouldn't say this is a very huge significant, but you know, it's there. We might bounce off of it or test it a couple times. But you guys know how we trade these breakout trades. If we break the top side, whoops, marker. If we break the top side of this pattern, damn it, turn the marker on. There we go. We break the top side, we're gonna buy here, and put our stop loss back inside this middle area of the pattern. If we break the bottom, we're selling. Daily chart though, daily chart, I'd probably take a leverage short at these moving averages or a little bit above with a tight stop loss. Until the moving averages get better on Ethereum, I'm not buying anything on a daily chart. Weekly chart set up perfect. We got our 21 on top, our 50 in the middle, our 200 on the bottom. We're actually getting a bearish cross on the stochastic RSI right now. That's not that big of a deal, you guys. Once it's under here on the bottom, you know it's time to start waiting. It's time to start waiting for that buy, because we cross the blue line crosses here and we break the 20 line, we buy. So you'd have had this run. You would have tried to do any of the sneaky shit down here and bought this cross, you probably would have got fucked. You probably would have got hurt right here and got stopped out. If you'd have been patient, waited until we crossed the 20, you took your buy, boom, you ran that whole run all the way up. Where are we taking profit? Taking profit at the major points of resistance, or you're looking for that cross back over on the 80. If you cross back down on the 80, you'd have taken your profit up here. Yes, you'd have lost this little bit off the top, but the big Wall Street traders, man, they're not buying here at the bottom and they're not selling exactly at the top. They're making decent trades where they're buying here and then they're selling here. Good night, Ralph. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. I appreciate you. Yeah, central banks don't want to be audited. That is for sure. Ukraine is a money tumbler for corrupt companies, politicians ever since the U.S. overthrew the democratically elected president in 2014, and we put the current president there. Food for thought. Yeah. You're absolutely right. Wasn't the Ukrainian president, wasn't he like a comedian or something? Ooh, really? Yeah, Crypto Dave, get back into it, buddy. Hit me up in the Discord. Anybody that's new here, hit me up in the Discord. I do have free tools that I send people, so come check it out. Teach you how to use it. BNB tried. Let's take a look at XMR, and then we'll look at BNB. We'll chart it on old Kraken. So we did have a nice buy down here on the stochastic. We did breach the 20. If you'd have taken that buy, you got right up here to that 21-day move, or no, we're actually on the weekly 21-week moving average. Pretty significant area of resistance here. If you are in this trade, maybe think about taking your profit and buying back down here on support. It is a decent area of resistance there, and you got that 50-day or 50-week sitting up there too as well. But she's trying. She is trying. Let's click over to the daily and see what the daily is doing. Get that off there. Almost hit that 200-day moving average. I don't see Monero falling all the way back down here to 165. Right yet. It's probably going to stop right around 178, 180 area. But hopefully that 21 will cross that. And we're almost up here into the overbought area. We're almost breaching this 80. When we breached 80 on stochastic RSI, we're watching. Now mind you guys, again, stochastic RSI, you can see the same thing on the DCA oscillator. You can see the exact same thing going on with the waves. That's right, man. That's right. None of us blue-collar people are ever going to be able to buy the rumor, sell the news. It don't work like that for us, right? Most of this shit's planned. Most of this shit's baked in way, way before anything, right? Oh, well, speaking of news, this just hit my head. Immutable X. We'll take a look at it. I know it shot up. Gods Unchained. I just freaking sold mine yesterday like an idiot. But yeah, I sold all my stuff. What up, DogeLord? Salty cracker. You love it. That's right. They have been. The World Economic Forum has been corporatizing the world for decades now. Facts. Facts. Always good, like Bait Shot Billy was talking about, central banks using, whether they're going to use them or we are going to end up using more of these privacy coins like Monero. Monero is probably my favorite privacy coin, I would say. You got all kinds of them out there, but Monero is one of the most well-known, one of the hardest to track. I'm not saying it's not trackable. You can track it. It just takes a lot of shit. You really got to know what you're doing. Nice support on Monero, though, from 175 and under. The lowest I would see this thing going is probably, you know, the worst case scenario back down to 138, 140. Somewhere's around in there. I'm only 24 and I know we're fucked. Alpha Doge in the house, that's right. Which we'll I'm gonna play the DogeLord promo at the end of the video. No one has sent me the new updated stuff, DogeLord. I need the new updated stuff for the coffee. You think AOC would figure it out? I don't know. We're gonna take a look at. I think old Some Goblin wanted to take a look at SHIB. Old Shibby SHIB. Let's go make sure we're on a daily chart. We're going to see a lot of these assets, guys. You know, a lot of these things chart very similar to one another. So a lot of these are going to be doing this pennant. You could do a channel. You could do a pennant. There's a couple different ways you could draw these in here. This is like a broadening wedge. You know what I'm saying? So there's several different ways, but we trade breakouts the same way every time. When stars align really good and you draw you get a nice pennant pattern like this. Okay, you get that there, and then you get your pennant here, get your bottom of your support, and then let's say we're inside the pattern. We know that we don't trade inside the pattern. We're waiting for the break. But we get to the end of the pattern, and then we get our stochastic RSI comes up and gives us a buy signal, and it breaches the 20. This thing breaks to the upside. And you use everything in conjunction what you know, then that's a pretty strong signal that it's going to keep moving forward. Yeah, the cards are stacked. Yes, they are. SHIB does got quite a bit of resistance, starting at 1,000,000.2522 up to right around 1,000,000.3122. So definitely draw this channel in, draw a pennant, however you want to do it. Like I said, there's a couple different ways you can draw this in. You can go this way too and do this. Play the breakout on this. Watch your stochastic RSI on the daily chart. We flip over to the weekly, get rid of the crayon drawing, reset our chart, go back and see if we got KuCoin's got way. I thought they had way more info on SHIB. Binance don't even have shit for SHIB daily. There we go. And we are getting a bearish cross, so we normally pump before we dump here, so we could pump back up there to 1,000,000,2468. God is good, beer is good, and people are crazy. That's a country song, right? She's too busy with her brother, cough cough. DogeLord, I thought that we had updated stuff for DogeLord coffee. Like, I thought I had a promo that I needed to put in my OBS. And I also thought there was a new promo and a new outro as well for DCA. I never got access to the Google Doc. I tried to, and for some reason it wouldn't let me in there. But I know I'm missing something for you, some kind of promo that I need to get in there, because right now I'm just running DogeLord apparel. I don't have nothing for DogeLord coffee. Which I know I didn't say anything. I missed it at the beginning of my video, but for any of you guys looking for like some badass cryptocurrency merch, like some sweet swag. I don't know if you can see my chair behind me, but I got this sweet thing that's got Red Panda Mining, got Chump Change, the Hobbyist Miner, Serpa X, DogeLord Coffee, DogeLord Apparel, Crypto Mikkel Designs. It's got freaking crypto and hot rods. It's got old Nemesis on there. Fox Protocol Mining at the bottom there. It's got all the good peoples on it. But yeah, you can go over and get that. If you send me 1 Bitcoin right now, I'll send you this plus 2 Bitcoin back. So that's pretty good, I think. I just grabbed a SHIB Oracle condo NFT in a tower in a metaverse. Really? That's freaking awesome, dude. Yeah, Bait Shop, you're definitely going to have to DM me some stuff and show me what kind of shit you're getting into, because that sounds pretty damn interesting. Pretty damn interesting. Anything you guys want to look at? Anything you want me to take a peek at? We are going to take a look at Gods Unchained real quick. The news with God Unchained, they have partnered with GameStop. Some bullshit about an NFT. I didn't catch the whole thing. I just caught the news. But guess what? By the time the article came out and I seen it, it already made its pump. So there's nothing I could do about it. And it didn't really move up that much either. I mean, it spiked up to 140 something, so not that big of a spike. And I think it's a very undervalued coin in my opinion. My brother Oz, he plays the Gods Unchained game. I play it too. I just don't have it. I don't play it often. Off to bed. Have a great night. Everyone also just got in the Discord. Hell yeah, Crypto Dave. Glad you got in there, buddy. Appreciate you, man. Have a good night, and we will see you next time. But if Gods is already partnering with GameStop and all that stuff, it's definitely going to have huge potential. I ended up selling all my Gods last night. I sold a lot of stuff last night. I think I sold everything that I had on Coinbase. Everything. I sold all of it. Which, you know, now there's fiat sitting in there ready for another buy, but I sold everything out. If I would have held on, I would have made some money. I know I got, I know, what the fuck was that called? FAMI or something? It's on Coinbase. I don't think it's farm. It's like FMAY. I don't know what the heck it's called. Luna. I want to look at Luna. I'm wanting to look at this for a minute. Colin Talks Crypto, a guy I follow on Facebook. I talk to him personally here and there sometimes. He has been real big into Luna, and he's been crushing it. I mean, he's told me way back here to buy Luna, never listened, and he's done really well on it. And as you guys can see, I mean, it's almost at its all-time high. So all this bullshit is not affecting Luna at all. That's right, Bait Shop Billy. Liquidity, man. Say it louder in the back for the people in the back, because without liquidity right now, especially right now, everything's gonna roll over, and people so scared to death right now with the Russia Ukraine stuff that nobody knows what to do with their money. They don't know if they should be buying gold or silver, Bitcoin. You know, everybody's scatterbrained, and the people who know what to do have already done it and made their moves. They know what's coming. Keep your minds open and your TV and news off. That's right, Crypto Dave. That's right. That's why I said earlier, you know, by the time you can buy the rumor and sell the news, that move's already played off, and now big guys are just waiting to fucking rug pull you. They're waiting for all the blue-collared people to run in and try to buy the news, because you're not buying the rumor and selling the news. You're buying the news, and then you're getting fucked. That's what's happening. So again, that's why I read charts. That's why I do what the charts say and make educated decisions based off support, resistance, moving averages. And then once I got all that figured out, then I'm looking back at my tools. I'm looking at my oscillator. I'm looking at my power tool. That's when I use those in conjunction and to help my idea. Obviously, if there's, you know, my whole idea is great until I look at one of my tools and my one tool is saying complete opposite. If at any time I have to answer no in one of my trades, then I don't trade. I'll sit on my hands. I have to be able to go through my checklist and say yes, 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 before I will risk any kind of money on anything. The most risk, this had to do with COVID, but I'm hoping that we get a jump up here to the $2, $3. Expected earnings on it's supposed to be right around anywhere from $10 to $17. So do the math on that. 17 times 2,000 would make a lot of money. We'll see what happens. I'm waiting for this gap to be filled. Big ass gap right through here. So I'm waiting for something to happen and we fucking go ham and get back up there. XMR still starting up. Take a look at the old BNB. I did good. I bought BNB down here. It was about a week ago, and I ended up selling at the top on that one. I sold for like 410 bucks. It was good, and then I got into Cake. Did some stuff with Cake. That 50-day moving average on BNB, there's a little bit of resistance in there. Let's mark that out real quick. Let's go all the way across. That is a decent area. You know, we got a bunch in there, we got a little bit there, bunch through there, bunch through there. So our old support is going to be our new resistance on the right of the chart. Old resistance will be new support on the right side of the chart. Here we're hitting that 50-day moving average. We are above the 21, so a close above the 21 is good. Again, guys, daily chart, super bearish. Not looking to buy anything on the daily chart. If I was doing anything, I'd be taking a leveraged short position here at this 50-day moving average and seeing what happens. I always trade the moving average when we're hitting it. Usually it'll go a little bit past and then go down, and then vice versa. When we're coming down and testing it as support, it might drop a little bit below it and then keep going up. We're still in a buy zone on the daily stochastic RSI, so just be very vigilant, you guys. Make sure we're using stop losses. You know what I mean? Do like a negative 10% stop loss. I normally go a little bit deeper. I'll go 25-30%. Especially when I'm leverage trading, I'll put like a 30-35% stop loss in there. But definitely be using your stop losses, you guys. In my opinion, if you're an investor and you're only buying to invest and just fill your bags, dollar cost average, don't be throwing all your money into into one buy. Break that bitch down and buy 3 or 4 different times until this daily chart goes bullish again. And you guys know, just like when Bitcoin bull run started last year, I was screaming at you guys, telling you when it was going to happen. Nailed it down right to the day, right to the exact day shit was going to take off, and got it. Bait shop, I trade. I'm over on Phemex and Bybit, so anywhere, like I use cross leverage a lot, only because I know, what I'm doing as far as leverage comes. But typically I tell anybody new coming into leverage, testnet leverage first. Get on a testnet, play with fake money, learn how the user interface works, and understand leverage in itself and exactly what you're doing, and liquidation prices and stuff like that. But I usually try to tell the new guys, if you're trading Bitcoin, you're leverage trading Bitcoin, stay at 5x. Don't go over 10x. If you're trading altcoins, 3x. Don't go over 5x. But yeah, I'm usually I'm high leverage. I'll use cross if I got a big enough bag in the account that I'm trading. If not, if I only have a little bit of money in there, then I'm staying right around 25x, 30x. But the places that I'm leverage trading at have so many kick-ass tools. Like Bybit has insurance, so like you can go in, put down a leverage trade, and then buy an insurance giddy up for your trade. So that way, if you lose, you'll get all your money back, and you're only paying a little bit more money than what your stop loss would have been. What I put my stop loss at. So it's a no-brainer. You buy your insurance, and if you win, you win. Great. You only paid a little bit of a percentage. If you lose, it's just like you got stopped out. You still get all your money back. Everything's great. Yeah, man, cross leverage is like one of the most dangerous leverages to use. I don't recommend anybody using that unless you're really seasoned. You've been doing it for a few years, and you really know what's going on. Those trading site centers are confusing, give me anxiety. I want to get back in since I haven't even traded, but set up an account on a couple of places. Yeah, some goblin, I mean, you can always get with me too, and I can help you with Phemex and Bybit and get you set up. I do have videos showing you testnet on how to work them. Learn support and resistance. Get your spot trading down. You know, once you're winning at spot trading, you're going to win at leverage trading. All you're doing is adding a little bit more money and a little bit more risk. But it's definitely doable. And a lot of times too with leverage trading, you really need to be sitting, you know, pretty near your computer. I mean, I trade the daily and weekly chart for the most part, but that still doesn't mean that you shouldn't be watching while in a trade. Just because you have a stop loss there, you should be watching. And leverage sites are a lot riskier than just regular spot trading as far as putting stop losses in. Anytime you enter a trade, you're going to limit order in because you're going to pay the smallest fee. And then when it comes time to put your stop loss in, you're going to use a market order and you're going to pay the highest fee to get you out. But you have to do that. If you put a limit order in for a stop loss, the order book is going to blow right past you if a whole bunch of you know, momentum comes in, or volume. A ton of volume comes in, a ton of bearish volume. It can blow right past your limit order, hit your liquidation price, boom. What is up, the hobbyist miner? I was just talking about you and your dang old got your spot there on my jersey. Just talking about you. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. I told everybody they could buy that jersey off me for 1 Bitcoin, and so far no takers. I don't understand. I even told them I'd send them 2 back, and still nobody bid on it. Unbelievable. That's right, bait shop. Keeping it under 5x and adding into big moves when I'm in front of it and paying attention. Then taking profits and paying down when I'm not looking has helped me a lot. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Appreciate you very much. Yeah, I mean, you can even go on to a leverage exchange and you can go like 1x. I mean, you're basically spot trading at that point, but it can help you really learn the user interface and figure things out. You know what I mean? So it's one Shiba Inu. Let's go. Oh man, I think I'd be ripping somebody off if I sold it to him for 1 Shiba. That'd be oh shit, that's freaking awesome. Take a look at old Lizzy Litecoin. I'm sure it's doing real crappy like it normally does. Litecoin is like one of my most rememberable charts, I should say. Litecoin has made such crazy zones of support and resistance. Like it is all through here. Like Litecoin is going to be down in this area for quite a long time. I mean, it has got so many freaking levels in there that it's going to have to beat. So that's like your first significant level. And then we'll go in. Yeah, it actually kind of starts right there again. Boom, there's your next one. This one's being a little bit generous. But I mean, those are all significant areas of resistance that this thing's going to have to beat. So thanks for stopping in, Michael Scott. I appreciate you. Is that your real name, Michael Scott, or are you just taking it off of, what's his face, Carell? Forget his first name, off The Office. Dude is hilarious. That's right, stay savage. I'll add it to the buy on blood list. Yeah, man, definitely hit me up, hobbyists, in the Discord. I'll hook you up with some tools and such. Get you on the right track. Got to get you repping that DCA oscillator and the DCA power tool. I'll send those on over to you. Or if you think about it, hit up Mikkel and he can get a hold of me, or however you want to do it. We can get you the tools over. That way you can start using them, figuring out a game plan. Get all my crayon drawings off. Trading can be one of the easiest things to learn, and it can definitely be one of the hardest things to learn if you're not following your rules. Like, that's one of the first things I try to get people to do, is make a rule, a set of rules. And if you're going through your checklist and your trade doesn't meet the certain criteria of your rule book, then you just sit on your hands and you wait it out. Ah, keeper of the code. I know you. I know you. Yeah, but that's the least I could do for you, buddy, for putting your logo on the jersey. So get over there in the Discord. Like I said, you can either message me or hit Mikkel up, either one, and we can get those sent over to you. And then if you don't have an account on TradingView, you can make an account. Just do the free version. You don't need to pay one. Pay ones, I mean, it's good. You get a lot of historical data. You get more stuff on your charts, more tools. But the tools that I make are specifically for the guys to use the free version. That way they don't have, another monthly bill and all that shit. Because the free version will only let you use 3 tools at the same time. But if I make, if I code something together, I can put 50 tools into one. And now I can make it so you can use 50 tools at one time instead of only 3 on the free version. So there you go, keeper of the code. Oh man, you didn't even have the wrench, Michael Scott. But now I have to go watch The Office because that is hilarious. Have any of you guys seen the Righteous Gemstones on HBO Max? Oh my effing god, that is the funniest show I've ever seen in my life. It has Danny McBride in it from Eastbound and Down. Don't know if you guys have heard of that either, but it's another super funny one. But go check out The Righteous Gemstones. It's got John Goodman, Dan from Roseanne, I do believe. Freaking hilarious. Alright guys, we're going to jump right back to Bitcoin. I'm going to go over Bitcoin real quick before we head out of here. First we're going to go back to BLX real quick. We're going to go over what I've been looking at as far as dead cat bounce. So back in 2013, we had bull run. We end up dipping below the 20 mark on our stochastic RSI. Okay, so we dip below 20. Then we get a 50% rally to the upside, right? Then boom, dead cat bounce. We roll over. We go back to that 50-month moving average. We fast forward. Well, from here to here was roughly a 600-day recovery time. So from the time it dipped under the 20 mark on stochastic RSI to the time it bounced above it, that was 600 days. Now we know that when we recover and our blue line is on top of the orange line, we're buying right there. And let me make them lines bigger so you guys can see them. Whoops. So we'd have bought here, blue line's on top of the signal line. This is saying, hey, buy when we breach the 20. So if I put a line here, that red line's the 20 threshold. We break above it, the blue line's on top, so we know to buy. You got that whole run. But anyway, that's how stochastic works, okay? That's not my point here. 600 days to recover. And then, so up, down, 50% recovery, boom, we have dead cat bounce down to the 50-month moving average. 50-month moving average, remember that. We're going to fast forward 4 years. We're going to go over here to 2018. All right, 2018, you guys know that we went up to $20,000 or close to. You look down here, boom, we crossed the stochastic RSI at that 20 point. Boom, right here we get like a 48% rally to the upside. Then what happens? We roll over, the fucking floor falls out from underneath of it. Did the wrong candle. Here was the 48% rally. Then the dead cat bounce all the way back down to the 50-month moving average. All the way back down to it. So did the same thing over here in 2013. Did the same thing over here in 2018. That was 4 years apart. Now we fast forward again, another 4 years. Where we're at brings us right to the freaking current. Right where we're at right now. We dump. We end up going below the 20 line on the stochastic RSI. We've gotten a 38% rally to the upside with this green candle right here. Now we are watching for God, Avery Patterson, yep. Some goblin, we're gonna have to get him. I think that's catching a fallen knife, if I remember correctly. It's exactly what it is, Bait Shot Billy. Because you got all these people in between here. Like, oh, I can't go much lower. It can't go much lower. It's not going much lower. And then, boom, get you again. So right now at current, you know, if history repeats itself like it did 4 years ago and then 4 years ago again, I'm waiting on this dead cat bounce. If this dead cat bounce does happen, because it doesn't have to happen right after the rally. I mean, it could be a candle or two. But if it happens and we fall all the way back down to that 50-month moving average, that's putting us right around the $20,000 mark, right at the top of the 2018 bull run. I will go through, tomorrow I took a day off work, so I'm going to go through, I'm going to go through and look at every single bull market Bitcoin has had all throughout Bitcoin's history. And we're going to go through and I'm going to mark all the tops and bottoms. I'm fairly certain that almost like 90% of old bull run tops become the new bear market bottom, if that makes sense. That would be a central bank FUD. Thanks, Golden Wolf. Appreciate that, buddy. Bastard. Eastbound and Bound is great. Yes, if you like Eastbound and Down, then you're going to like the Righteous Gemstones. I'm telling you, you guys will laugh your asses off. I mean, it had me crying a couple times. I was laughing so hard. Danny McBride's just funny. The dude's hilarious. But we do have that 21-month moving average right around the $37,000 mark is acting as support. We do got 22 days, 21 hours left in the monthly candle. So if we do close above the 21, that's going to be bullish in my opinion. The chart on the monthly is still very bullish. It looks very good still. Be nice to get this cross. We get this monthly cross on stochastic back over the 20 threshold. Might be kicking ass. Absolutely, the hobbyist miner. I can say with ton of certainty that trading stocks compared to crypto is like night and day. It really is. TA works a little bit better with stocks. News definitely affects stocks a lot more than it does crypto. The biggest thing why I got away from trading the stocks, one of the biggest things was tax reasons. Huge tax reasons. Two, limited trading time. And then I was tired of paying for extra hours. I was paying a lot of money just for extra hour trading. You know, in crypto, you don't have to do that. Crypto is running 24/7. It don't care if it's Christmas. It don't care if your mom died. It don't care if you're having a baby. We're moving. So it's, if you can find a good move, then you can trade it right then and there. You don't have to wait till 9:30 the next day. Hope that pre-market trading didn't mess up your trading idea. But yeah, I would definitely say it's a lot different. I'd like to see the news snapshots when them drops occurred. Well, on stocks? Oh, right. Some Goblin, sometimes you'll see correlation between Bitcoin and the S&P and stuff like that. You will get correlation, and then like right now we're not really correlated with anything. It's yes, it's completely kind of branched itself off and is doing its own thing. Now, you know, we might run into a month or two where stock market is correlating with Bitcoin. It does happen. It does time up like that. Like years ago, like, you know, 3 or 4 years ago, it was really heavily correlated. Like, it was exact. Just like, not now, you really so much can't do it now, but before you would be able to look at a Bitcoin and Ethereum chart and it'd be almost the exact same thing. So whatever you were trading on Bitcoin, you could do that same thing on Ethereum. And even those two, I think, have decoupled a lot from themselves. Closer to gold these days, yes. But as far like the hobbyist miner, like as far as like breakout trade patterns go, trading moving averages and stuff, I feel like that it's a little bit more accurate with stocks. Just because we know how stocks work, man. You got the elite, and they're doing the same thing over and over. They're rinsing and repeating everything they're doing. So it's a little bit more easier, in my opinion, to calculate the stocks moving, whether they're going to pump or dump. I think stock trading is a lot easier than crypto trading, too. I think crypto is way harder to trade and to get like a real good grasp on it. But that's why it's nice, because you got 24/7 to be studying this shit, and 24/7 to be learning. And that's why I highly recommend getting on a testnet and fake trading. Like, you can fake trade and paper trade right here on TradingView. You can right click and you can hit trade, and then you can create a new order. Mine's kind of already set up, but let's just boom. You go down here to paper trading. You can hit connect, and now boom, I'm trading. This was a trade I took a while back at 32,800. I'm up pretty big. $2,200,000 I got right there, that I've never taken out of. I'm down 14,000 right here on KuCoin, whatever the hell that was that I traded. I've never entered off of these trades, but yes, you can definitely paper trade with these. It's pretty good. Stock show earnings, crypto shows adoption. That is a fucking great way to say it. That is a great way to say it. Interest rates will be my new signal. Oh, Christ. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and we'll take out $14,000 loss. I did one for, I think I was up like, I was in the $20 million area. I was up on a trade I did on here a while back with some Bitcoin. And I don't even know if it like keeps track. It might. Price. See, it don't tell you if it was winning or not. Huh. Yeah, paper trade on TradingView. It's not gonna, you know, obviously it's not as good as like paper trading on the actual exchange that you're wanting to trade on. Like Phemex has a really nice test net. I would try there. What's nice about Phemex too is you can have 50 accounts all inside of one account. So you could do like, you could have a sub account for leverage trading. You can have a sub account for only long trades, a sub account for only short trades, a sub account for only spot trades, sub account for altcoins, sub account just for Bitcoin. You can have all that shit wrapped into one account, and then you can spread your money across all them accounts. And what's also nice about Phemex, when you're not trading, you can throw your money into a staking vehicle and actually stake that money while you're not using it, while you're not trading. So that's the first thing I do every day that I'm done trading, or if I'm not in a trade and I know I'm not going to be for a couple days, put it right into staking. I'll stake it, and then you can pull it out right when you're ready to make a move, which is nice. You know, your money should be working for you 24/7. That's why I absolutely love bear markets. I love trading them. I think it's the easiest trading. I think it's easier trading a bear market than it is a bull market. And my strategy changes a lot different. So bear markets, I'm not looking to buy shit. I'm looking to just straight leverage trade everything. I'm looking for that short sell. The reason why I don't buy, I DCA buy for like my investments, but for like trading purposes, I just let the asset do its pumps. You know, it'll pump all by itself, and then I'm only focused on nailing that short, and I'm forcing it to make me money on the way down. So it's going to make me money on the way up, all natural, all by itself, no risk involved, and then I come in and I make it make me money on the way down. So if you think about it, if you're catching it on all the big ones, the ups and downs, you're making money 24/7. Like 24/7, your asset's working for you. And then when you're not doing that, you put it over into your staking account, and now it's making money for you while you're not doing anything at all, period. So it's risk off. Stocks will be a fast dump. Yep. And that too, you do see a lot of that, just like how you see alt season where everybody takes their profit on Bitcoin, and then you see that money overflowing into the altcoins, and then you see everybody take profit on the altcoins, and you see all that profit funneling and flowing into Bitcoin, and then it's, you know, it's just a rinse repeat over and over. But you see the same thing with stocks. You will see money completely flow out of crypto and it all move over to the stock market, vice versa. Just depends on what kind of news is running out there and what's going on. If people think that the stock market's gonna be shit, the smart ones are gonna run, and they're gonna run right into crypto. They're gonna come over here and make some decentralized capital gains, and then you know, when it's time, they'll run back over into the stock market. They'll run to Staples, stuff under your sink. Yeah, but frickin' let me see here. USDX. Our dollar index, 99.195. So we're almost back at $1. So down here on stochastic RSI, when we broke this 20, when we breached the 20 area, let me mark it here so you guys can see. We breached that 20, and the blue line is on top of the orange line. You buy right here. I'm going to go ahead and go in, and I'm going to make a stochastic RSI tool just for the DCA Patreons. So that way it's rocking our colors, got the blue and the yellow, or the blue and the orange. Obviously, I'm not the creator of stochastic RSI, but I will make a tool just for you Patreons to have. That way you ain't got to thicken the lines up and do all this dumb shit every time you want to use it. So we break the 20, blue line's on top. If you would have bought right when that happened, that'd have been right here. You'd have bought at 89 cents. You'd have done pretty good, especially if you leverage traded that. Now we are hitting resistance. Where are we hitting resistance? We're looking left on the chart. Looking left on the chart. Old support becomes new resistance on the right of the chart. So this was old support over here, right? Because we came up, we came down, boom, we respected it, we validated support. So that is an area of support. Even though we broke support, this is still an area of support. Have a little bit of support over here, which carries over to the right of the chart. You can see right now that we're hitting it, and we're not moving much further past. It's stopping us, which this is not significant. I wouldn't really think, well, no, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's half a year of trading, so that is a pretty significant area of support. So it's going to be a big area of resistance. Yeah, could be a huge pamp for decentralized everything. God, I wish it was. It's getting harder and harder to be decentralized, you know what I mean? I have very few wallets left that are like clean wallets where nothing's been associated with them, anything where it could come back to me. Very, very few that I have now. Oh, bait shop, I bet you. With the way inflation's going, you almost think that it has to go up. Our dollar has to go up. Just because of inflation. I think the more inflation gets worse, the more the dollar is going to go up. And hopefully, if things can go back to normal or somewhat normal, then all XMR. Look at the ruble one more time. Whoa! Look at the goddamn ruble, guys. Jesus. Holy hell. Holy hell. I've been telling them, man, if you could buy into the ruble, it'd be fucking stupid money right now. Stupid money, and look at it. Jesus. We just looked at it at the beginning of the stream, and you guys seen it. We were still down here. We were still down here. So that is Putin pump. Putin pump, baby. And it's probably gonna stop there. I bet you. See, we got a little bit of support there, a little bit of support there, which turns into resistance to where we are now, and we are there. We're there. We're right at that spot. The highest I see it going for right now, the most best case scenario would be 0.01. But wow, holy shit, that is crazy, man. That is crazy. It went up that much. He will dump poop. What news you talking about, bait shop? I'm making money watching. That's right. Awesome, buddy. It's a way to do it. It's a way to do it. Yeah, I cannot believe that goddamn pump, though. That's crazy. I'd probably be looking to short this. Yeah, well, definitely. I'll start timing some stuff up and see how close we can get it to. We'll try it out. Now, like earnings and stuff like that, where you can get ahead of the game, you know, that's different. Instead of like trying to find which site is gonna put the article out first, and like especially with crypto, man, it's a goddamn hard to figure out what's what and if it's real, if what you're reading is real. And yeah, this is definitely probably a big short squeeze, huh? So many people shorting the shit out of the ruble right now. It doesn't surprise me that this happened. And actually, who's open right now? Be Europe, right? Europe is trading right now, I do believe. Central bank shorted them for sanctions. It's either, this is either going to be a short squeeze and we're knocking all the people shorting out, because you know what happens on a short squeeze, you got a million fucking people shorting the same asset. They're gonna, you know, big market movers are going to come in and they're going to start pushing that price up a little bit. So the people that are leverage trading short sells got to cover. And when they got to cover, that basically means they got to buy more contracts, which in turn makes the price go up even more. So you could see it go super high and then crashing completely back down. Banks, not people. Central banks shorted them for sanctions. Ha! Banks killed each other on that move. That makes a lot of sense. I know if I was a bank, especially over here in America, I'd have shorted the shit out of any Russian bank. She looks like it's going to be poised for even more. We crossed the 20 down here on the daily. Wonder what 3-day chart's looking like. Wow. We're breaching the 20 on a 3-day chart. Breached the 20 on a weekly chart. I mean, I told everybody last week that we should be getting ready to buy this, that it was looking good. I mean, that was... I'm gonna have to check to see if I can actually trade this, because I think Russia shut down all their markets. And did you guys see that McDonald's is closing down over 800 of their restaurants over there in Russia? Shutting down over 800. So, right there, bait shop. Right there. That news just came out a couple hours ago, I do believe. A few hours ago that McDonald's is shutting down. So I'd like to see what that would do to McDonald's stock. See that? Go back to the daily. We need to check out exactly when McDonald's announced that they were shutting down 800 restaurants. If it was yesterday, that'd be awesome. If it was today, you know, obviously the big dogs knew about it yesterday. So we'll have to see. I'll do a little bit of digging and see what I come up with, or unless anybody can do it now, see exactly when the article came out that McDonald's announced they were going to shut down restaurants. If it came out yesterday, then I could see how we missed it on the stock market. Old McDonald's. Someone published it or they couldn't pull. I think, let's see if I can do a Google. McDonald's closes hundreds of restaurants in Russia after online criticism. After a slew of international companies now say will stop doing business in Russia, McDonald's finally announced on Tuesday. What is today? Tuesday? Today, Tuesday? Yeah, that would suck. Definitely feel bad for any of the guys or any of the people that work over there. That fucks them. You know, not only are you taking their job, but they live in Russia. So, I mean, it's super shitty for them. You know what I mean? So they announced today that they were closing the companies. Yesterday they started a big dump. I mean, you know, this could have been whoever. This could have been employees or people who owned a bunch of stock in their company, or you never know. Oh no, Russia got McFucked. Yes, they did. That's right, Golden Wolf. It's not their fault that Putin sucks. It isn't. Now, you know, their ruble has lost. Well, it did lose 50%. It's looking like it's fucking tearing shit up now. But, you know, with inflation, then the ruble losing 50%, and now you're taking away all kinds of jobs, because it's not just McDonald's, it's Coke, it's Pepsi, it's all kinds of other places that we haven't heard about. You know, that's gonna be hard living for sure. It's gonna be hard living, and I feel bad for all those people. Use DuckDuck. Yeah, I think I am using DuckDuckGo. Let me see here. I can't go in here. I don't want to dox myself on anything, but I'm pretty sure I'm using DuckDuck. Apple Pay got turned off, huh? Right? Bait shop. DuckDuck would hold up in court, and Google would say, "Whoops, that's right." They could have got rid of the article yesterday with the disinformation algorithms they run today on Google. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm using DuckDuck. That's what I'm using through Brave browser. I know I don't use Google through Brave, but I can't remember if it's DuckDuck or something else. Fauci said U.S. can return to normal when COVID resembles the flu. But COVID deaths are still 10 times higher. No fucking way. You ain't tricking me. You can't trick a tricker. There ain't no way COVID deaths are more than flu. Is that right? There ain't no way. Removing Russia from the global SWIFT banking system. You guys see that? Shit. That's freaking crazy. That is freaking crazy. That's why I still feel like we shouldn't be holding any money into a bank. They can do this to us, you guys, anytime. They can shut our shit off any fucking time. And then what would be the only thing that we'd be able to do? Use our Bitcoin. Use our Bitcoin. We'd still be able to use it. We'd still be able to buy things. We would be okay. It's scary, man. Privacy coins, boy. That's right. That's right. It will. I truly believe what you're saying, Bait Shop Billy. You couldn't have said it any better, man. Especially after I talked to you last night and like really thought about it. Like, man, you blew my hair back. Still hurting the small guys the most. Always does. Always does. Bitcoin is still traceable. It always will be, right? That's why I never get the whole, Bitcoin's just used for drugs and money laundering, and like, yeah, I'm a huge fucking cartel, and I'm gonna use an immutable ledger to move all my fucking drug money around. It's a good idea. Said no one ever. You know what I mean? I'm sure idiots who think that it's not traceable or moving money around and trying to do stupid stuff like that, but there's people that are doing that same shit with the US dollar, so in the ruble and the yen and whatever else, you know what I mean? So that's what I think. But alright, y'all, I'm way over time. I'm almost 2 hours, but I appreciate y'all for coming. Hit me up in the Discord. I got some free tools for you guys. Let me see. Any of you guys still mining with 570s or 580s? I've been seeing them for super cheap. My boy Pez, he's in our Discord group. He had sent me two 570s a month ago. Just out of nowhere. I just got them in the mail. Two 570s. So I hooked those up on my rig. I got them up to 32 mega hash. But they're cranking out the wattage, and I have to have my fans on 100% to keep them below 60C. But I didn't know if anybody was still messing with them. I'm starting to see tons of them on like Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that for 100, 150 bucks. And I'm just wondering if I shouldn't start grabbing them up. Obviously, I know I should be looking for the 8 gig cards, but there's a lot of 4 gig ones, and I don't know why, but I like 4 gig cards. Well, you better sell it to me, some goblin. Better just let me have it. I got a 580 4 gig. I got two 570 4 gigs. I have a 12 gig card. That's my 3060, but yeah, that's what I'm running too, Bait Shop. I'm running a version 1 3060. But I got like 7 1050 Ti's. I got some 570s. I got a 580. I was just thinking about getting a couple more 580s. I want to just make a rig that's all AMD now. I never was going to do AMD rig at all. I was never even going to buy a card. I ended up getting like a 550 or some shit like that. it was my first AMD card, and then I fucked the BIOS up on it, and I don't want to hook it up into my good computer to fix it on Windows. But I actually have 3 AMD cards, 3 550s that have BIOS issues where I got to put them on Windows and get the right BIOS. But yeah, fundamentals, that, you know, that would be great, because news, earnings, anything, you know, anything would be, it'd definitely help. You know what I mean? It would definitely help instead of just having straight up technical analysis. Because to be honest with you, like, we could get bots and stuff in Discord that could post news for us, and I'll ask Mikkel to look into that. Because I'll be honest, I don't follow the news for shit. I don't look at it. I don't nothing. If I hear something or something comes across whatever site that I'm using and it catches my interest, you know what I mean. But for the most part, I learn from you guys. And I also was looking at the 66 XTs. What are they going for right now? Are they still like $600? Some pews. 66 XT, are you getting like, those things getting like 35 mega hash at like 40 watt or something crazy? Because right now I'm getting, like, on all my 1050s, I'm getting almost 16 mega hash. But my 2570s, one's running at 114 watts at 56 degrees C, and the other one's at 109 watt at 64 C. Around 500. How many mega hash? Red Devils? Now I got a 580 Red Devil is what I got. And get a response from a community like this. Yeah, Bait Shop, if you are interested in doing something with fundamentals, I can definitely set you up in the Crypto Mentors Discord with your own little spot. And definitely can see if we can do something over on the DCA Discord. I'm sure they would have no problem with setting us up a channel where you could post any kind of fundamentals that you find or looking at, or I would find it very, very helpful for sure. But just let me know, hit me up in the Discord if that's something you're interested in, or if you know a couple good places that we could link up through a bot through Discord where it'll post their information, like Newsmax, or, you know, and then like Newsmax would just be, you know, like our everyday news, like our world news. They're not Democrat, they're not Republican, they're kind of in the middle, so you get a little bit of both sides of the story. But yeah, it'd be nice to have a bunch of stuff on there for crypto fundamentals, for stock fundamentals. Hell yeah, Golden Wolf, that is freaking awesome, dude. Perfect. We'll do Bait Shop. What are you getting on the 6600s for mega hash, Golden Wolf? Ha! Dude, that's stupid crazy. That's stupid efficient. The only thing that scares me, though, is the ROI on that. Granted, I can get the same mega hash on double. A little more than double the wattage. And I understand that. Like, I understand that 49 watts for 33 mega hash is stupid good. Like, that is stupid good. And the fans are only on 23%. Yeah, my fans on my 570s are on a fucking 100 right now. They're just screaming. Yeah, that's... How long to ROI, though? You're looking over a year, right? Set up a solar on your roof with a Biden grant. It's funny you say that because I see that shit all the time. Carrollton's doing solar power. Sign up here for free. Yeah, I bet. I bet they're going to pay for you to have free electric so you don't have to pay the man anymore. I bet they are. Mini split on the miners. Outdoor reset for exhaust. See, that's... I want to eventually get to where I'm building my main rig to keep, as you know what I mean, because right now the stuff like my 1050 Ti rig that I did, that was just to learn how to do it and learn how to build everything. And like now that I have it up and going and I know how to use everything and I know how to add cards, I can do BIOS flashes somewhat. It took me only 3 cards to fuck up, but yeah, I'd like to get somewhere more permanent with my mining endeavors, get bigger cards, something obviously that's going to be a lot better on the electric. Yes, Golden Wolf. Yeah, some goblin. Them 6600s, dude, are like that. I had a 5500 XT. Nefarious Technology actually drove from where he lives, drove to freaking Columbus, Ohio, stayed the night in the parking lot, got up in the morning, got me that card, got me some other shit, drove from Columbus all the way to my house pretty much, met me, gave me all that stuff, wouldn't take any extra money, wouldn't take no gas money, wouldn't nothing. And this was right at the very, very beginning. Actually, no one knew graphics cards was going to get crazy yet. Everything was still pretty normal. I ended up getting that 5500 XT. It was an 8 gig card. He gave it to me for $300. I turned around 2 months later and sold it for $500 after I'd used it. Yeah, I can get 220 in residential, which, I mean, I can really do whatever I want. I got pretty good friends that are electricians, so I mean, if I really wanted to, I could probably get some like 240 or 480 3-phase or something like that. I could get a big service put in here. But yeah, I'm gonna do something eventually. Them 6600s, dude, are just, I love it, but I don't know if I can pump out the $500 to like for each card forever, you know what I mean? Oh boy, we're getting there. Let me mark this out so y'all can see this. We're gonna go here and here, bam, 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 bam. We're gonna go up just. We can go right there. So we have broken into our box of resistance. We're going to leave this up here for next week. I'm going to go ahead and draw my crayon drawing in, think what's going to happen here. But I think we're going to go in here, and we're going to, if we close inside of this box, we still got 20 hours. But I think we're probably going to bounce around a little bit. And then maybe go up, maybe come all the way back down before we come up here to make some support. We come up here to the 200 day. Probably reject here 48,000-ish. But I think we'll be inside of this box for a while if we close inside of it. We need a closing candle inside of this box. Second daily closing candle in it would make me feel a little bit better too. More confident that we're going to actually move up to the next area and be a little bit more generous on this resistance area. Damn it. Go up here. So we're looking at 41,000 to 45,700-ish. And we are getting that buy sign on the stochastic right there, blue crossed over the red. Let's get rid of that indicator, put up the oscillator, see what the oscillator is doing. Come down here, take the stochastic off. VWAP wave just broke the 0 threshold. So how the script works is it's cut in half by a 0 line. This red line I'm going to put in here is close to 0. Not exactly, but close. The VWAP, let me scroll this up big. So the VWAP is this yellow wave. This is volume weighted moving average. Volume weighted average something or other. Anyway, it's basically just averaging the volume. When this is above 0, you want to be holding the asset. When VWAP dips below the 0 threshold, do not be holding the asset. So it is bullish that we are there. One thing I don't like though, momentum wave is not as big as this momentum wave. So this oscillator we trade with a root trigger. So this would be your root wave, alright? You got a small wave here. Your trigger wave has to be bigger than your root wave. And all these waves, these two blue waves, you got light blue and dark blue, all these are measuring is momentum. When you see that this light blue wave clips off into the dark blue, that's when you're taking your trade. Same here, it clips off, it's taking the trade. So once you get this first wave and you've already established this and you see that the second wave is about to happen, you definitely want to get ready and you want to make sure that we're bigger than your first wave, and right when this clips, you're going to take your buy and then you're going to ride momentum. You're going to ride the momentum, and you can do that same strategy on the top. I know it looks like some lopsided boobies right now, but the only thing I don't like is you got this wave here, and what would be our trigger wave is not formed yet and it's not big. So if this is just a little bit of momentum, it may be very small. It may not even be worth trading. So something to keep in mind if anybody is using this oscillator. These lines up here, these are your bearish divergence. Here's a green line down here. This is your bullish divergence. Then you got all these different dots. These are buys, sells. You can look at them as bottoms, tops. I just bought 2 more 6600 XT last week. I'm even out for the year and I have like 5K crypto saved. 25K in gear, 27K right off with electric written off. Damn, that's fucking awesome. Started with 1 gaming rig and 2 cards. See, and that's how I started off. I started off actually just with laptops, and then Mikkel sent me my first graphics card. He sent me an Vega 1050 Ti, which still is one of my coolest running cards today. It still runs cooler out of anything that I have. It runs cooler than my 3060. It runs cooler than everything else that I got running. He new thermal pads and new thermal paste and everything before he gave it to me. So he gives me the card, right? And then we turn around and fucking 1050 Ti's are selling for like $350 at that time when he gave that to me. Oh, I know he was kicking himself in the ass. Oh. Yep, but his card, I will keep that card forever. I'll never, no matter what. If I sell stuff or whatever, I'll keep that 1050 Ti forever just because he gave it to me. And I'll keep those 2 570s that Pez gave to me. They got sentimental value, you know. I won't ever get rid of them. I'll always keep them, whether I'm mining with them or not. Something happens to mining, I'll throw it in a gaming computer or something. Gave it some extra love. Alright guys, I'm gonna get off here. I hope you all have a good night. Like I said, I did take the day off work tomorrow, so I should be around. If you guys need anything, hit me up. Little booby. I appreciate that, Mikkel. Yeah, you don't want to trade on the first little booby. You want there to be a big booby after a little booby, and then you know shit's about to get crazy. If I want to run all my cards, I need to get a 4x splitter or a better Mobo. In my opinion, dude, I would do a old, like I'm running a Mobo, an old Gateway Mobo, and it's freaking, I just got a PCI expansion card and added them that way. I wouldn't, like, the Bitcoin motherboards are all cool and shit, but what happens when a riser burns out of them? Are you able to change that, or, like, is the whole board fucked up now? Because those things are expensive. I want to get one from Red Panda, one old shit card sign. That'd be awesome, Golden Wolf. He should start doing that. Like, all the prominent miners, like Mikkel, Nemesis, you, Golden Wolf, all you guys should be doing that. You should be signing shit like that. Like that, I just want to send the 1050 back to Mikkel and have him sign it for me in like white pen or something, white marker. That'd be badass. All right, y'all. Hit me up in the Discord if you need anything. Appreciate y'all. Much love. Keep stacking them sacks. Use your stop losses, you know, all that good stuff. Hit me up in the Discord if you need anything, or you're looking at trading and you don't know where to buy, where to sell. Hit me up. I'll definitely help you out with that. I will talk to y'all later.